Follow along this simple and effective Gua Sha routine. My name is Brittany and I'm a holistic esthetician. Make sure you have a clean face and start with any hydration. A toner and essence, you want to make sure to put some hydration back into your skin. And then you're going to pick up your favorite oil. Jojoba, sweet almond, or grapeseed oil are all great universal oils that work for any skin type. You want to make sure that there's a little bit of slip on your skin so your Gua Sha can move. I'm taking the standard Gua Sha shape with the C shape edge on the corner, and we're going to start at the back of our neck. So you're going to open up these energetic channels on the back of your neck, and you're going to scrape up and down, starting to increase that flow of energy. Gua means to scrape, and Sha is the red, stagnant energy that you see coming up to the surface. Stagnant energy can hold tension, it can hold fascial adhesions, it can hold emotions, it can hold sicknesses, it holds toxins in our lymph. So when we are Gua Shaing, we are moving all of that stagnant energy, increasing blood flow, and we're also bringing health to our entire body via our meridian channels that run along our entire face. Begin scraping your neck. You want to start at the back of your neck and then continue towards the middle and each side. Switch hands once you get to the other side. And then you want to scrape just slightly underneath your collarbone once you get to the other side of your neck. You want to have good contact with the tool with a slight angle, not completely flat, but not straight up either. Now we're going to start on our jaw. Take the C shape and stabilize with one hand, and you're going to pull from the middle of the jaw all the way to the end of the earlobe. The body loves odd numbers, so I'm doing about 7 strokes. And then once I do the 7, I'm going to flip it onto the long side and then smooth out what I just did on that bottom jaw. Continue with the allotted number of strokes that you feel is best. This is very intuitive. And then once you're done, you're going to wiggle at the ear and then scrape down the neck once more, just bringing down anything that was from the jaw down to your clavicle. Now you're going to take the same side and just move slightly up. We're doing the entire cheeks at this point, stabilizing with the other hand and then still wiggling at the hairline. You want to make sure that as you're sweeping, you collect anything that was at the hairline. There's lots of lymph nodes there, any stagnancy, and then again, we're bringing everything down. When you go under your eye, you're right on top of that cheekbone, so you're not actually touching directly underneath the delicate skin under your eye. Make sure to stabilize, and then also be very gentle if you do scrape directly underneath the eye. That is a very gentle hand. Following the brow, you're going to take the C shape and follow the way your brow grows. This feels so nice. You can use a little extra pressure here. Close your eye and follow the shape of your brow and then go all the way to your hairline, again wiggling any stagnancy that might be at the hairline and bringing it all down. The forehead can use a little extra pressure. You don't have to be too hard here, but this does feel good. And then you're going to move all the way along your hairline as well, moving up. And this one I do a little bit more intuitively, whatever feels good. You've pretty much completed one side of the face, so we're going back in with the C and just accentuating our cheekbones in this area. This can kind of give you a little bit of definition. This is something I like to do after I've done the full smooth scrape. And this is what one side looks like. You can see it's a little bit more defined, it's a little bit more lifted, it's a little pink, I have some blood flow. So let's do the other side together. This is something you can do once a week and work your way up to 3 times a week. What it does is it's bringing balance to your entire body. In traditional Chinese medicine, we have energy meridians that govern our different organs in our body, and they have points along these meridians. So not only are we moving stagnant energy, but we're touching those energetic points that helps to bring balance to our entire body. The reason we look glowy and snatched when we do Gua Sha is because we have that vibrancy and health from inside. There's many different types of Gua Shas. This is the traditional shape. And I also feel it's important to purchase your Gua Sha tools from reputable traditional Chinese medicine companies. Stainless steel is a great option. One, it cleans really easily, and if you're still a beginner, if you do happen to drop it as you're learning the hand movements, it will not break, such as a crystal. But if you're looking for more energetic properties, such as bringing more self-love, rose quartz, bringing healing, amethyst, I definitely would recommend looking into Mount Lai for their healing crystals. Lanshin has a nephrite jade, which brings the vitality, and Yina is another TCM brand that uses a buy-in stone, which helps to detoxify and improve circulation. Again, we're just following the neck, and now we're moving back towards the forehead. The muscle of our forehead also runs along our entire hair, so extending your scrape up into your scalp, just like I'm doing now, is not only super relaxing, it'll help to stimulate blood flow for hair growth, but it helps release some of that muscle tension on the top of your head, thus helping to soften your forehead from being so tight. The medicine, just like everything, is movement. You want to create movement and flow. Once you're all done, you're going to hit the hairline one more time on each side and then scrape under your clavicle. And here is the final result. Both sides a little bit more lifted. But now I'm taking my buy-in stone, and this has a ridge. So if your Gua Sha has a ridge, you can try these more advanced techniques. As you can see, I am working over my jaw and I am almost strumming. This is a different Gua Sha technique. It's called Bojin, which means to strum and disrupt. So I am breaking up and disrupting any facial adhesions, especially right there where there's lots of jaw tension, and also strumming underneath my jaw for more definition. When you use the combs, you can focus where you have a little bit more tension or if you have any lines. Here on my nasolabial lines, you can see that I am strumming almost diagonally with the line, and then eventually I will switch to strumming horizontally over the line. So if your line runs vertical, you want to strum the opposite way to break up that pattern and break up the connective tissue that keeps the line indented. And then again, you're going to smooth and work everything back and then wiggle at the forehead. This is something I like to do towards the end just to relieve any last bit of tension. But as you can see, the slight vibration in the skin is what you want to see, and that's what's going to help to break up and aerate in between the layers of the fascia and the muscle and the blood, and just bringing more life and energy in between those layers. I'm hitting the top of my head one more time. All of that huge muscle lining is just getting a little bit of stagnation breakup, getting a little bit of a massage. It feels so amazing. When you're finished, you want to make sure that you scrape the back of your neck one more time, open up those channels, and you do want to see a little bit of red. That is fine, it will go away. I hope you enjoyed this Gua Sha tutorial. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see next. Again, this second part is more of an advanced technique, but follow what feels good. I'm ending my session by using the smooth side and going up my neck. And yes, you can go up. The only thing you do not want to do is go up and down at the same time. But going up is perfectly fine. You are lifting, you are sculpting, and that is perfectly fine in Gua Sha because we're not doing lymphatic drainage. Lymphatic drainage is a very light touch and something entirely different, but you do not want to do this. That's not doing anything. You want to pick a direction and then stay with it, and then you can choose the other one after you've done your allotted time. And that's a wrap on a completed Gua Sha routine in about 8 minutes, 4 minutes on each side. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else you'd like to see.